you do is gonna stop me. Break me down, tear me up, come on and make me bleed. It's gonna take a lot more than you'll ever have. Before you know it, you'll be laid out on your back. In the end, rip to shreds, and I'll be standing over you. This is a war. I might be scarred and battle torn, but I don't run and hide. It's my pride that says stand up tall and fight. Fight, fight, fight. Never hold back, never a doubt, no hesitation. Go the pitch, hit the switch, of transformation. So take a shot, take a number, take your place in line. You're gonna fall, you're gonna crumble, just like every time. In the end, rip the shreds, and I'll be standing over you. This is a war. I might be scarred and battle torn, but I don't run and hide. It's my pride that says stand up tall and fight. Fight, fight, fight. This is a war. This is a war. I might be scarred and battle torn, but I don't run and hide. I never. It's my pride that says stand up tall and nothing you say, nothing you do is gonna stop me. Break me down, tear me up, come on and make me bleed. It's gonna take a lot more than you'll ever have. Before you know it, you'll be laid out on your back. In the end, rip to shreds, and I'll be
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
He picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's gone!
And Homer to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right
no.
center field, carrying, and it's gone!
That was hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again? To the wall!
Swung on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion!
I can't believe my eyes.
Primetime on your XBL opening day culminates now with a duo of players that have something out there to prove. Bashing their way out of the AAA, this newly XBL minted player has all eyes on them and their offensive prowess after a much heralded call-up to the big leagues. He stands against one of the SMNL's top players, coming to XBL to prove their worth and garner further successes as the two leagues continue to grow in symbiotic fashion. It is Tynasty and the Bay Area Tyrannics versus TeflonDonLemon and the Brooklyn Blue Hearts. Welcome back to XBL Match of the Week.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to XBL Match of the Week here, kicking off Season 17 on opening day. The end of a triple header and your XBL match coming at you. It's myself, Dwayne, bringing you the call, and with me in the booth, it's No Hummus, XBL veteran, Hall of Famer, and fellow league office member. Hummus, we've been doing this for a while. It's our 17th opening day. How you feeling here tonight as we get to see Tynasty and Teflon Don go at it?
Yeah. Game one of season 17 of the XBL. We already know that when we spoke about this, we've done so many of these opening day calls. Like, I don't even know how many we've done at this point, but it's a new season. We got two new players coming up here, and man, we're in for a show, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely true. We are in for a huge show. Two new players to the XBL. One in his third season with us overall in any of our leagues. That's going to be Tynasty. Played 2 seasons in the AAA last season, coming out with extreme offensive prowess, looking like he was a league favorite almost all the way through and then falling just short in the playoffs. He's coming into the XBL and on to primetime tonight to go against TeflonDonLemon, who is a player from the SMNL who made a huge name for himself as a high ego player over there. Had a ton of success. I'm not 100% sure of all of the legends of Teflon Don, but it seems like he's a much heralded player in that community, and now he's brought himself over here, ready to show his stuff on the big stage here tonight.
Yeah, we talk about him coming in from a different league, the SMNL, and I believe, and I might be mixing him up here, so forgive me here, but I believe he started at a pretty low ego recently. I believe he's made a very high climb in ego over the past few months. I believe he was as low as like the mid 60. See, I see the chat. He was at 65 ego 7 months ago. Now he's pushing in now in XBL. If there's someone who that reminds me of is Webb. Webb, he started out as a low ego player and starting low, and then he just skyrocketed in ego and then moved his way up into the XBL. So I see definitely a similar path here for Teflon as he makes his opening day debut.
Yeah, it's going to be big, and they're stepping down half step to 92 from 93. That's another big key that we've got circled here. We've been on 93 for the past few seasons. Everybody was kind of swinging a weighted bat over the offseason until we made this announcement late last week that we're moving down to 92. So we'll see if that has an effect on things, as well as the primetime nerves. We're here. It's the end of a triple header here on opening day. The floodgates will open at the end of this where everyone's going to be able to play games. So these two probably want to put on a pretty good show to cap it off, and it's going to be a big factor to see if that affects them here. But I think without further ado, what do you say, Hummus? Let's go ahead and let them know it is time to roll.
Yeah, let's ready to rumble. Let's go.
Perfect. We'll be right back with y'all for game number 1 action in just a few moments, so hang tight. Clear.
All right, good evening, everybody. We're about to go here into game one of our match of the week for the XBL. We have Tynasty versus Teflon. Teflon's going to be the home team here at Apple Field. We see both teams here have balanced rosters. Just we be. We expect you to win.
Yeah, with these two having pretty balanced rosters, both of them, having pretty similar archetypes as well, it's really hard to say what to expect. I think a split's on the table here for either teams, and there's going to be some big power, some big homers, and a little bit of, possibly some all-re fielding, as they might say, a little bit of errant fielding, but we'll see if that all transpires. It's Paxton Peralta leading off.
And swinging a miss for out number one, gets him there swinging for the first out of the season. Chili Biggs coming in at number 2 here. Contact versus left-hand pitcher does not activate, but that's a trait to note for later. Swings at that one, hits it to the second baseman, and throws it to first in time for route number 2. Next up is Bro Muggs, RBI hero. That's going to be ball 1, high and in. Ball 2 makes
pace.
Good. Heavy pace? Yeah, definitely. We see Knuckleball here really hitting those corners as he's able to get quick outs like that. So 1-2-3 inning here. We go into the bottom of the first, 0-0, as raunchy right foot lead things off for Teflon.
Yeah, trying to see, who or how exactly TeflonDonLemon has managed to, really get up to XBL status so quickly. That quick pace on the hill has to be a big part of it.
Ooh, swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout there for route number 1. Perky Pinky coming up here. Low pitch for strike 1. Inside curveball goes in for a 1-1 count. Swings a little wild there, 1-2 count, and swing and a miss. Early swing for route number 2. 2 strikeouts here already for the pitcher. As run to fade comes in here. He'll try to get on base here.
Both these players are super trigger happy early in this
Trigger
one.
happy, and that could have cost Tynasty a run there if the Blue Hearts just get a little more ounce on that, but weren't able to get much onto it, and we go now into the top of the second, still 0-0. I don't know if it shows on stream, but it looks like we have an advertisement.
Yeah, I can just stretch that out real quick while that's up.
Look at that. XBL money already getting us ads. That's how you know that we're rocking out here. But 2-2 count, timeout called here. And Dwayne, both these players, being new, coming up to this ego, I'm expecting a low scoring affair, at least through these first few innings, as they both adjust to playing on the big stage, getting into an actual game. It's going to be hard for either of these players to put up some runs here early on.
Yeah, that's a good point, Hummus. You both, like I said, both of them very trigger happy so far. You see Ty really aiming to try and get a hold of the ball, but not quite making it happen just yet. They're both taking a few steps up to get to 92 ego. And we'll see if it takes them a while to get warmed up. But, first person to score a run, it's going to be a huge relief off of their shoulders.
Certainly. And that one's popped into center field. Pinky's ranging back for it. Will she get to in time? She does. Out number 2. As Isaiah Mack comes in. Off-speed hitter. As that one's a fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, that one was gotten a hold of pretty good, but Ty didn't get it quite square enough. Not quite as square as he should, to get it over the fence.
So a 1-2 count here. Swing and a miss. Out number 3 catches him swinging down low. We go into the bottom of the second, 0-0, as Azalea French comes up to bat here.
Yeah, the stats on this first baseman too, really, really nice. Ooh. Almost got a hold of that one. Just foul.
Tynasty's gonna have to be careful here. That's the second pitch. He's kind of left right over the middle here. If he's not careful, I think Teflon's gonna take advantage fairly soon. But for now, we get a pop up into the infield for out number 1, as Tingus Pingus comes up to bat here.
Love that name. Fantastic name for that player.
Legend. As that's gonna be a quick out number 2, as Minka Manka Munka comes in here. A little tongue twister here. Not as much as other teams of the past, but we see both pitchers already getting locked in here. Sullivan, Sabine already with 2 strikeouts. Third strikeout for out number 3. We go into the top of the third. No player have a hit yet as we go to the 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, these two players really kind of reaching outside of the zone to try and reach the baseball. See if that's something they can remedy. They want to lock in and try and force the other player to throw strikes and throw, pitches they can hit. Especially if they're having a little bit of trouble with those velo. Try to work some of those off-speed pitches into the zone to be able to get a hold of them. But you see 3 fastballs right there dispatch a Tynasty pretty easily.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts early on for both teams. High curveball goes behind the catcher, as that's going to be right to French for a grounder for out number 2. Next up, Sullivan Sabine, the pitcher. Looks about your typical 30-30 hitter. It's just one of those hitters, with 30-30, like, if you're not careful, they could easily sneak by and get a hit on you.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. Get bat to ball with a reticle that small. There's really nothing you can do other than square it up, but he's unable to reach it there for a quick strikeout.
So a 1-2 count here. Swing and a miss, out number 1. As Lucius left foot comes in here. As that one's going to be grounded right to second baseman. Throws to the first in time for out number 2. So quick inning here already. As knuckleball comes in. You see that pitcher already at only at 23 pitches here in bottom of the third. And looks like this could easily be a mid-20 count here. Ground roller to third. Throws it first in time for out number 3. And, that pitcher, look at those stats and that pitch count. Unless Teflon figures something out, he's going to be in there for a long time.
Yeah, these two players, like Chat pointed out, burning ice. Yeah, with the call out there, these two got somewhere to be. They're playing like they got to. They're just swinging, making contact as much or as little as they can here. They're just pulling the trigger every single time. But nothing really doing so far for either club.
Yeah, Tynasty's doing a little better job here, as that one's rocked into right field, right to right foot, and caught for out number 2. Because we compare pitch counts here, like the pitcher's in about mid-40s here for the Blue Hearts, while look at that, 25 pitches. That's a very low count to be going to in the bottom of the 4th. And look, 26 already could very easily not even hit 30 going into the 5th.
Yeah, TeflonDon wants to, just really kind of try to find a hit here and square one up, and he finally does. Gets it right up the middle.
Look at that. Usually it's the commentator's curse, but this time it was a blessing. So the first hit of the XBL season, that was rocked in center field. Close, but not far enough, just shy of warning track power, as that's going to be out number 2.
Yeah, tough break there. You could see he hit it hard, but he hit it just too square. Might want to get underneath that a little bit more. And this one he gets on top of, going to end up being a quick ground out to the second baseman to end things in the 4th.
So we finally break our hitless streak there as we go into the top of the 5th. 4, 5, and 6 for Colton, leading things off.
Good strike in there. Seeing some good and quick location from the Blue Hearts. Really tough for Ty to catch up with.
Yeah, I think both pitchers have been performing great. It's just their bats, has not been able to translate here. It'll be a mix of jitters and overall toughness. As that one's just barely foul, 1-2 count. And gets him swinging there, throws his first in time for out number 2. Next up, Isaiah Mack, 0 for 1 in the season. And his off-speed hitter treat there. Maybe we'll see activate here, who knows?
Nice fastball from TeflonDon.
Yeah, he's been hitting those corners great so far, as that's going to be out number 3. We go to bottom of the 5 here, still 0-0 with who else? Tingus Pingus.
Who else but Tingus Pingus? Going up against the locked-in pitcher. And both these pitchers just absolutely blowing smoke right now. It's tough to catch up with.
The Teflon needs to slow it down. Like, look at that. Only 33 pitches in the bottom of the 5th. But hey, he's going to swing and swing and swing, and eventually something's got to make contact, right?
Indeed, he gets a good hit there. Let's see if it's something he can build off of.
Watan Tarnation up to bat here. Low inside strike there. 2-1 count here. Seems like he's being a little more patient now. 3-1 count. Big opponent activates for the pitcher. Tough out activates, and that's a swing into center field. Looks like that'll be caught for out number 2.
Ty did not want to give up the walk. He kind of fed him a meatball on the 3-2 pitch, but got away with it there as TeflonDon couldn't quite make the contact maybe he was looking for. And then he hits another one on the line to end the inning, similar to last inning. So still scoreless, still moving quick.
Up next is AJ Lavole, 0 for 1. And that Mind Gamer trait activates. Lowers the accuracy a little bit, but with Knuckleball already being locked in, it kind of just balances out to what he would normally be at. Swing and a miss, out number 1. Catches him swinging high and in. Next up, Alejandro Leblaze.
This is a guy who can get a hit, just by name. I feel like, this is him. So let's see if we can pull it off here.
And look at that, Dwayne. Knuckleball's already on fire. We're not even through 6 innings yet. Next up is Sullivan Sabine, the pitcher for the Tyrannics. Quick 0-2 count here. Swing and a miss, out number 3. We go into the bottom 6, still 0-0, as now the pitcher for the Blue Hearts gets her turn. Maybe she'll get a hit here, already on fire. Look at that, those hitting stats.
I was going to say the same thing. Look at the pumped up stats there.
That's probably like in the 40s, 50 range there, but ground out to first, proves no dice. Oh, that's a swing that I think he wishes he had back there, as that one's just left right over the center.
To answer Chad's question, there's never been an XBL no-hitter on Match of the Week, but there has been XBL no-hitters. They are all located on the website.
One being thrown by yours truly.
Indeed.
Actually, the first to the little bragging right there. I believe we have, I want to say off the top of my head, 3, because we have Wishbone's perfect game, we have Murs, I believe he had a perfect game, and then my own perfect game. I don't know if there was
Murs versus J Boots was one of them.
Yep.
Ooh,
oh no, pitcher taking
crash.
it like a champ.
No good.
Mojo down, and that is not fun. Knuckleball goes from on fire to tense. That's gotta hurt if you're the Blue Hearts. You're rolling, and all of a sudden, boom, little tap like that, and tense.
Yeah, that's Ty's first hit of the game there. That's I don't think I've ever seen the first hit of the game be that.
Yeah, that was a perfect game ruling. If I'm being honest, if it wasn't for that little tap there, I wouldn't have been surprised if it went all the way.
Really tight on the location is TeflonDon. Gets him to roll over there for a 5-4 over to 3 double play. Nicely done and nicely turned.
We're going to the bottom 7 now. Still 0-0. Sullivan with the advantage, he being on fire with those stats. Can Teflon even score here?
Yeah, these pitchers are both feeling real good. High with the benefit of hitting TeflonDon's pitcher with that baseball.
Diving top on third baseman throws to the first, and not in time. Too much speed on the runner there. As Pingus comes up here, low pitch, can it activate this time?
Nice rip.
And oh, Peralta making a risky and kind of unnecessary dive there. I thought they were about to go over it, and that would have been a run on the board. Oh, another pitch left over the zone here, but just could not translate that into outs.
Yeah, just a little jumpy on the contact are both players. As you can tell, they can't square anything up the way they want to tonight, but Teflon might be able to break it open here. He's going to round third. Here's the throw. He holds him up. He holds him up.
That would have been a close call, and I don't know what the score of this game.
I'm sending him.
I think I would have just sent it there. But wait, third baseman, close call. Will you make it? And it is in time. Out number 3. Bases loaded, but nothing happens. We go to the top of the 8th. Still 0-0 affair here.
It's a huge moment for Tynasty.
Certainly, and Knuckleball's still chugging it out. Still, despite being tense, despite being hit. She's still out there, and can't blame the Blue Hearts for keeping her out there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
78th pitch coming up too, but Ty, making her work and is being unsuccessful.
The fade is gonna field it, throw it to first in time for out number 1. As Jermaine Gibraltar comes in here, catcher for the Tyrannics. And as this pitcher's velocity begins to dwindle, let's see if Tyrannics are going to be able to adjust and be able to, maybe get some better contact. Maybe now that the velocity's in the range, it's more manageable. And that one's be hit into outfield, just a bit shy of warning track power. As we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th here.
Tough break, gets a quick pitch in there. But either way, Ty really squared that up.
Ooh, here comes the Ace Exterminator.
It's a bumpy bunion. He almost took a yard there. Ends up going foul. Now there's quickly 0-2.
Swing and a miss. Out number 1. We go into raunchy right foot here. Ace Exterminator is one of those traits that I think are really good for if you want some nice pop on your bench, and you know that someone has a strong bullpen. It could be a really nice trait to have there, kind of like a pinch perfect in a way.
You haven't really seen it employed that way since we've seen that trait, but this season a few more people seem to be running it on the bench. Big 2-out situation.
Ooh, sliding stop from LeBlaze ends the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. Still 0-0. Who's going to collect their first run here? As it looks like we're going to see who's going to be substituted here. And it looks like it'll be Bumbo Clap.
Really, really fast game 1 here. But they're looking to extend it possibly into extra innings and extending what would be the release of the lobby codes. Let's hope they get some runs scored soon.
Yeah, maybe they're just so eager for everyone to get their games in that they're trying to do a world record here.
Right.
And run the fade, get him. Oh, tough dive. Is he gonna be able to throw the first in time? And he does. Not a lot of speed. Not a lack of hustle there. Probably get chewed out by the coaches. And this could be ball one. Swing and miss, strike one. And that one's gonna go just foul.
No breaks for Tynasty in this one.
Swing and a miss, out number 2. And, you know, if it wasn't for the scores it is, and you know that hit on the pitcher, we could have been potentially on a perfect game watch here. As that's gonna be hit into the outfield. And, you know, who knows? Maybe that would have been the final hit there. That would have prevented a perfect game.
That was Ty's pitcher here. He's leaving him in there, still on fire, to get a hit with 2 outs in the 9th. Let's see if he can do it with the lineup turning over now.
Yeah, I think it's fair to leave him on base at this point because you're willing to hit it with him. And it's like, you got the pitcher on first, it's 2 outs. Odds aren't really in your favor right now to get him around the bases. It's going to be a battle of the trenches here, and you got to keep your pitchers as healthy as possible. As that's going to be a swing and a miss, a 101-mile fastball. We go to the bottom 9th here. We're officially in one swing baseball, ladies and gentlemen. All Blue Hearts, they need 1 home run, and that'll end the game here as Tingus Pingus comes up to bat.
These two just unable to really produce any offense in this one. Hitting it right on the nose is TeflonDon in this inning. It's insane how hard he's hitting the ball. Can't get any result.
And just taking a look at that pitch count, 71, about to go into the bottom of the 10th. No wonder Tyrannix left him in there. He can run this pitcher at least for another half a game.
Yeah, he's probably going to send him into extra innings when we get to the bottom half of the 10th here. We're going into free baseball territory, folks, so you know the drill. Let's keep our fingers crossed that someone can find a run.
And for those not familiar, we do not have extra inning like the runner on second base rule on, so it's just regular old baseball until someone scores here. The fade's gonna catch it, go to first for round number 1. Bro Muggs up here.
You know, both players are so stressed about getting runners on and trying to score a run that it's definitely preventing their ability to be, you know, really selective at the plate for what they're wanting to swing at.
No, I think this game is going to end up just coming down to who can hit the first home run. Because neither of these players have been able to hit consistently thus far. I just think that, you know, they're just going to need one lucky pitch to just get a hold of and just send it out of the stadium.
Oh, that was the one there for Ty.
Ooh. A little soft grounder to French, throws it in time for round number 3. Once again, one swing baseball with the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, coming up next.
Really tough pitcher, man, still to go against. Starting to finally creep downward in the velo.
Yeah, Joe, well, just a little bit. I mean, you're going from over 100 velo to 90 velo, so great. Now you're at the beginning of the game of velo great. That's gonna
play.
The sun must have been in his eyes. Couldn't get a hold of it, but doesn't matter as LeBlaze is able to get under it for round number 1.
We're at the bottom of TeflonDonLemon's order here. He definitely wants to turn things over to try and, you know, get to a position where he can end this in one swing. He might be able to beat this out with the speed on that runner. Ooh, close play.
The shortstop just fielded it perfectly there. Probably got that 99 throw. As we see the pitcher bumble clap. Look at that power of being from locked in. Pretty decent. As that was going to be blooped softly. Diving save for out number 3. Top of the 11. Still 0-0 for obvious points.
Both players making great fielding plays here when they need to, which has been much to the chagrin of their opponent. And we're pushed on to the 11th inning, but now this is an extra base hit for sure.
That's the thing that Tynasty needed here, and now it's going to be a little close.
It was a little close.
Runner
See if
in
you can move
second.
that runner over.
Runner on second, no outs here. If you're Bumbleclat, you need to try to force him to get out here. Something like this. Get it. Oh, gets over his head. Running around third, heading home. Is he going to make it? And he'll stop. Good call there. No need to force the runner home. Runners the corners now. No outs. The ball is in Tynasty's court here.
Yeah, you know, he's free swinging there. Ooh, he's going to throw to second base. Not the move. No. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bad hesitation there by Blue Hearts. They could have at least cleared the bases, but now you got runner on first, 1 out. And another hit comes in here. Runners on first and second here. And oh no, we'll have to see here. Can Tynasty add to his lead, provide himself with a little more insurance?
Is he going to finally lift the pitcher here? I don't know. The guy's pretty damn juiced.
he might as well be a substitute hitter.
Yeah, the contact I'm pretty okay with here on this player. Oh, almost gets a hold on.
Being patient here, which is good. Gets it right to French. Diving stop. Gets the out at second, but not in time for a double play. Paxton Peralta, high pitch clutch. This is not a hit. I think he's gonna go. Oh, he's gonna go with the substitute here. Good call here, just to get out of the inning here. And look at those stats, especially with the clutch boost.
Both these players having trouble with the fastball, but Ty gets the hit he needs to stretch the lead.
Ooh, that just makes things just way tougher now for Teflon and his Blue Hearts, because now he can't just depend on one lucky hit. As the second baseman gets it, throws the first in time for route number 3. We go to the bottom of the 11th. Teflon needs 2 to stay alive here on game 1 of the XBL season.
Yeah, young season here. They're just opening things up, and the drama already feels so high.
So inside pitch makes it 3-1 here. And that was rocked into the outfield. Runner, center fielder is not going to be able to get it. He dives, misses the dive. Now he has to go catch it a little further. Runner now in scoring position. Tying run up to bat here. No outs.
Yeah, this is huge now for Ty. He's going to have to reel this thing in. The same thing happened last half inning. You know, the leadoff extra base hit. So it usually spells a run. This one hit on the shortstop. That's a fortunate ground ball.
You know, now the Fades, they're gonna have to try to keep the game alive here with 1 out, but you can no longer just push the runner home here. Now you're gonna have to do some work here, get some hits to bring them home. As that one's hit in center field, a lot of power. It goes to the wall. Runner's heading for home. 1 run will score. Tying run at second base now. You know, it took 11 innings, Dwayne, but both of these offenses finally woke up.
Yeah, for sure. Not can too easy finish the job. Or excuse me, Tynasty. TeflonDon. So many T's tonight, and lots of games to call. But he makes an unfortunate second out there, does TeflonDon.
Angus Pingus with legendary name. Can he make a legendary stand here on Match of the Week? Answer is not right now, as that's going to be a final out. Final score 2-1 going into extra innings. Blue Hearts lose here. Great pitching for performance all around. Hitting was a bit lackluster to begin, but we saw there in the final frame both of their offense finally woke up here, Dwayne.
Yeah, extremely close game, extremely fast game too. Both players were just moving through it. When they finally settled in, it was into the late and then the extra innings. Then it got a little bit more competitive there with the swings. But like you said, it happened pretty fast, and it was in the end Tynasty's game. It did not look like his game really at all throughout the majority of the stretch.
Yeah, he was, for all intents and purposes, he was pretty much hitless until the ninth inning. Aside from that, aside from knocking the pitcher out, But then he finally gets some hits in. It could be hard pitching that long. At such a high consistent rate. Eventually you're gonna crack.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see if Teflon Don can get a little bit of revenge here. We saw that in the AA match of the week a little bit earlier, and then we saw Elron Coin come out in game 2 and almost take it from Ed there, but Ed came away with that sweep in the AAA match of the week this afternoon. So a little bit of game 2 mojo, it seems like, and we'll be coming back at you in just a few moments with it here. We'll let the players know they can go at their leisure. Hang tight. We load back into what is an Apple Field Derby here tonight. The home and away take place in the same ballpark. Tynasty, the home field, this time for XBL Match of the Week, Season 17, Game number 2. TeflonDonLemon unfortunately came away with the loss after giving up the lead, giving up any runs at all entirely to tie late in the game. So just going to see what happens here in this one. Let's see if they can finish it in regulation. Let's see if we can see some action early as they switch sides.
Key for Blue Hearts here going to game 2 is, two things here. One, shrug off how the last game ended. Number 2 here, be patient at the plate, because I think that's what really did them in. They were just way too trigger happy with the bat, and they couldn't really wear down Mr. Tynasty's pitcher there until like the 10th or 11th inning.
He's got Justin Blur on the hill here in game number 2. Just another difficult pitcher to hit off of with the elite changeup. Already disposed of one out here. Looking for out number 2. 1-2 pitch inside. This one flipped out to left. It should find some grass. It does get in front of LeBlaze. He does not slide for it. So there's a 1-out single.
Probably thought he was under it, but for those, you just gotta keep running until it's a catch. Might get a slide here. Nope, no need.
Yeah, there's 2 down. And Azalea French at the plate takes a strike. A ball. That one could have fooled me.
Ooh.
Good steal. Gets tied totally sleeping. Runner in scoring position. Looking to score earlier here. This one's flipped out. It could be a hit. Runner's coming around third. The throw to the plate. It is not in time. We've got a 1-0 lead for Teflon Don and the Blue Hearts.
And we talked about their offense is finally waking up towards the end of it. It looks like that's transitioned here in the top of the first. Blue Hearts opening with a bang.
Tingus Pingus batting low pitch. A big factor here, but he cannot get a hold of that changeup. Way ahead of it. This one fouled straight back. 0-2. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. 93 up in the zone. Gets him chasing. Bottom half of the inning coming up. Paxton Peralta leads off here. He did not get a run in the late innings last game. Good strike in there. Ty gets one off the end of the bat. DeFade, second baseman, picks it up. There's first in time. This one is scratched deep to center field. Pinky's way back there. Pinky, though, has to stop right in front of the warning track to make a catch. Ty wants to get a hold of one. You can tell. He's nearing the timing that he needs to get it.
We're going to see here, will we get our first home run of the XBL season on Match of the Week, primetime? Ooh, there's your answer. Answer is yes. 1-1 Tyrannics. And look at that, you know, commentators blessing there. Strikes again, Muggs ties this game up.
423 feet, absolutely smacked there by Ty to tie things up. That was a really amazing piece of hitting. It's got to feel good to jump on a ball, especially after the difficulties they had in the first game. Let's see what transpires now. Furthermore, as we're still only in the first inning, moving on to the second now after the strikeout. This hit right up the middle to start the second inning. Watton Tarnation is the batter. Good strike he takes. Next one, another strike. Ty's finding the edges there. Runner goes, fouled away. Keeps the at-bat alive. Swing and a miss outside of the zone on 98. Runner did not go that time, so it remains at first. One down. Raunchy right foot at the plate. Swings at a fastball high.
You know, I never caught that play on words there with Tarnation. I like, you know, in my head I spaced it out as Watton Tar Nation. And I just said if float right there, I was like, oh, makes sense. And oh my, that would have been a steal right there if he doesn't swing.
Yeah, I figure it's best if you hear it, you know, organically instead of someone saying, hey, it should sound like that. Oh, he gets caught frozen out there on the base paths. Don has to go back to the dugout and rethink things here, as he's got to see Tynasty back out here for the bottom of the second inning after that tough double play. Good strike. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit well, but it was outside the zone. Tough pitch to get a hold of. Pinky makes the grab. This ball hit on the ground, thrown over to first in time for the out. Gotta watch out for those left-handed shortstops. Feel like the throw gets over there a half second later. Nice strike in there. 2 out, 2 strike pitch, swung on and missed. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the third.
Oh, nasty changeup there that just caught him swinging.
This one's lifted here to center field, and Peralta's able to make the grab for out number 1. Back to the top of the order is Lucius Lightfoot. Or Luscious Lightfoot, excuse me. Both these pitchers are really finding corners. It's now 2-2 on a really good fastball from Ty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Making it tough to rely on anything on the edges.
No, Teflon, he's done a good job here doing a better job at least of, you know, not swinging as many pitches early in the count, already having the pitcher at almost 40 pitches going into the bottom of the fourth. Or, oh no, sorry, top of the fourth.
Gotta watch out for these low pitch counts. Last game, that was a huge factor. This pitch is right down the tube, and Ty does not miss it. He's getting warmed up on those, you know, those fat strikes in the middle of the plate. It's another extra base hit for Ty. No outs here in the inning.
Yeah, great start to the inning here. You know, now he has a runner on second, no outs. All he has to do is just, you know, get that runner around, be calm with your hit selection here, because I think what happens here in this situation, a lot of people get trigger happy. They just want to get that runner across.
Wow.
Whoa.
No tag from the second baseman, I guess. I guess maybe because he's busy catching the ball. That's a tough play there. Maybe he thought he caught the ball off the ground, but either way, the runner was beat off second and then kind of called safe because there was no tag.
Yeah, usually in those kind of situations, you kind of want to just hang around a little, like for like a split second, see if the runner's gonna run back or keep going, and then make your decision on what to do from there.
Instead, there's two runners on with no outs. 2-2 the count. Tynasty wants to do some damage. Diving play caught by the third baseman. Nicely done. Probably saves a run there. Rally stopper's engaged. So Ty having to contend with that. TeflonDon wanting to utilize it well. This could do it. Shortstop on to second, over to first, in time for the double play.
No, rally stopper, that can be a really tough trait to go up against, especially as a starter. You know, it's like if you're getting to a rhythm, you're getting runners on, all of a sudden now you're facing an even tougher pitcher than the previous at bat. That could be a pretty hard adjustment to make at the plate on the fly.
Big swing and a miss, strike three. TeflonDon goes reaching. This one hit pretty hard. Ty almost lets it fall in front of him, but he does make the catch in the end.
Kind of looked like he was running away from the ball there. Ooh.
Another one tough to get a hold of there for TeflonDon. You know, that's, you know, the high breaking ball. You want to hit it hard, but on the corners it can be so difficult. Quickly, a 2-0 count for Tynasty at the plate here. We're now in the bottom of the fourth. This game moving with decent speed as well as the first one. This is on the ground, a shortstop. Pingus throws it over to first in time. That one's ripped. That's another extra base hit for Tynasty for sure. He hits them so hard they almost end up as, you know, definitely doubles, sometimes maybe even singles the way he hits them so hard. That changeup low and inside, that was dangerous. Yeah, I heard you there, Hummus. Wondering what was going to happen to that, but it was just tipped off the handle of the bat, it looks like. So far, both these players seem like they have an ability to hit the ball a little bit harder than they did in the last game. They seem a little bit more warmed up. This one on the ground. Shortstop Pingus throws it to first in time. There's out number 3. We're going to the 5th inning. This one is crushed deep to left field. Warning track power though as LeBlaze makes the catch.
Almost seemed strong off the bat, but just died in front of the warning track there. Both these players seemed like getting hits into that left part of the stadium.
Yeah, seems to be their happy zone so far. Remember both of them playing here as this being their home stadium. Colton makes a nice stab and grab. The first baseman takes it himself, so there's 2 down. TeflonDon just wants to break through, get another hit, try to take the lead, and this gets past both the fielders. That was a catchable ball for Tynasty.
Both players, you know, I know it could be kind of hard there to kind of track which outfielder to run with. But I think that was something. Oh, runner's gonna be heading for third, and the tie-breaking run is 90 feet away from home, and swinging a miss.
Yeah, Teflon Don goes reaching a ball about a foot and a half above the zone, unfortunately, with the pitcher there. And the runner at third ends up being of no consequence. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Next strike swung on. Here comes a heater. Ty takes that pitch. Cutter comes up this time, and it is crushed. It is high. Pinky is back, way back. It's high, and it is only on the warning track, so there's one down. Utilizing the cutter well right now is Teflon Don. Pingus bare hands it, throws it to first, and there are quickly 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. You can see Ty a little frustrated, unable to catch up with that fastball. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Here comes a changeup. It's floated out there, a little bit of fielder choice error. I don't know who caught that. Oh, it was the second baseman on the dive. What a play. Thought for a second the right fielder got it.
Nice little mojo boost there for the second baseman. And that one's rocked into center field, but the Apple Field center field, it could be hard to hit things deep there, because we see deepest part of the park is 430 feet.
Off the hands there for Teflon Don. Ends up being foul. Now it's 1-1 pitch upcoming. Good take. Justin Blur still in the game. The starters for Tynasty doing work in this series. Swinging a miss, strike 3. That'll dispose of that hitter. We'll move on to the number 3 hole hitter, the second baseman, to fade. Really good placement there from Tynasty. You could see a little bit of a exchange there from Teflon Don saying great pitch, because it was absolutely painted. And then he gets him looking there, frozen with the off-speed pitch.
Both players started with the bang, and now they've quieted down. Seems like they both haven't really got a whole lot of oomph as of late.
Ty gets one off the hands, and it's going to drop out there as Pinky took a wrong step back to start the run-in on the play.
And look at that speed on first. Don't be surprised if he goes for a steal here. Trying to get the run to scoring position.
Runner goes. Tynasty trying to get the steal going. He gets thrown out.
I thought he had that.
It was a great throw from the catcher and a good arm.
That was just one tough play there. Good call to make the steal, but just barely missed the timing.
Right foot underneath of it makes the grab. We're still deadlocked 1-1. These two did their scoring in the first. We're now in the top of the 7th. Similar to the last game, both of them just moving through things quickly. Teflon Don gets a hold of one, but still just underneath the baseball. Nobody's hitting it as square as they want to here. The timing was near perfect. Look at that, 97 power on the swing. That's an infield hit there. Yeah, I wonder what the fielding stat is on that third baseman, why he wouldn't pick that ball up. Ball hit right up the middle, going to be another single.
Runner's in scoring position. Can Tarnation maybe a substitute here? Bringing out one catcher?
Not yet.
Looks like he'll stay in the game.
1-0 pitch upcoming. Takes a strike. The velo is still tough from Justin Blur. It's ripped. Ooh, caught by the third baseman on the second. Double play. Huge. Huge moment. Huge double play for Ty.
Yeah, he got out of that inning. He was been in the jam there. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Amazing dive. It doesn't allow it to bounce. And it gets out of the inning, and we still keep it at 1-1.
Nice strikeout there. Good sequence. Gets Ty swinging. Good strike. Another good strike. Both these players just using the fastball so well. Not just the velo, it's the placement that they're able to engage with it. This one hit right up the middle. Diving play. Tingus Pingus throws it to first, not in time.
Yeah, those type of dives there, I feel like they take forever to get the ball if you make those long dives and
Tynasty gets a hold of one. It's deep, but it's not quite warning track power. His right foot gets underneath it for out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th. Remember, folks, this is game number 2 of the XBL Season 17 opening day match of the week. So when this concludes, lobby codes will be handed out. Games can begin in all 3 leagues. So be ready to fire off in that series request channel. It's going to be exciting to see where this season takes us. We want to see where game 2 takes us as well, as Teflon wants revenge for that game number 1 loss. There's a 1-out single here for him on that first pitch to the batter.
And was that the pitcher who's at bat, or did I think that was.
It was
That's
again,
number 9
yes.
hitter.
This one hit on the ground. Could be another hit over the diving shortstop. It took a hop over the mound. That's huge for Teflon Don. You don't see that often.
Talk about luck, you know. That was the ball just like it looks like a diving stop was to get the double play, but SMB physics said not on my watch. Went right over the glove, and just like that, now we're kind of in a situation early. Now runners on first and second, 1 out.
There's a huge rip. It's in the gap. 1 run's gonna score. You could probably think about possibly 2. No, holds him up. Yeah. Smart move there. But the go-ahead run does score. DeFade, a big part of the order here, trying to kick things off. Ty, maybe
no substitute. Oh shoot! I see why he's going for the substitute. Look who's stimulated. Punch.
Oh, we could go for the stimulated player. Instead, he decides to get a hit up the middle. Why not? 1 run does score. The other one held up at third, so now it's 3-1 Teflon Don.
Wonder if, I didn't see what position that player's been. I wonder if them being juiced that makes them any like better enough to start and replace.
You thought about going home there on that play. That's the hold up. 2 outs now. Tingus Pingus at the plate. Swings that one. Crushes it deep right. Tynasty on his horse. Has to make a big grab, but he's down 2 runs now in the 8th. Bottom half, he's the home team. So 6 outs to work with. Has Tynasty. 3-1 now. Brooklyn Blue Hearts. Their first ever lead. Trying to maintain it in the XBL. That one hit on the screws. Leads off the inning with a single.
And okay, I see what happened there to him. He left defade him because she had the better speed, but now that the lineup's gone around, decides to go for get the better overall player in.
You could see Punch still on the bench there.
And Joe Jones, and that was rocked into center field. Runner's looks like that's gonna be a double. Could this be an RBI double? Runners right third, heading.
Ooh, there was some base running shenanigans. Almost, maybe it looked like. I think the run maybe could have scored. Oh, there's just no speed on that guy turning around first.
Yeah,
no speed whatsoever.
He saw a premonition, and I think that was a good call there. Keep him at first.
That's crushed. Deep right, but right foot again, about a foot in front of the warning track, makes a grab. Runners are going to tag. Everybody's going to be safe. It's 3-2. Things are getting precarious. Remember, Ty, the home team here,
Looks like we have a State Farm ad. I don't know if that popped up on stream.
Yeah, just stretch that. I just stretched past those real quick. We've got
Oh, there we go.
2-2 count.
And bro mugs. RBI hero. If I'm Teflon here, I walk. Well, I guess you could try challenge here, but I would not want mugs in this situation to take the lead out of my hands. I just walk him and face the next guy up. I don't know who'd be behind him, but I can't. If I had to gamble, it can't be any much better than him. As that one's hit hard in center field, Pinky gets under for round number 3.
That is a tough break there for Tynasty. That's a pitch he wanted to get a hold of, but it was a good place changeup. He decided to go after the tougher hitter. It ends up paying off. But definitely good baseball strategy proposed there by No Hummus. This one's ripped left center to start off the top half of the 9th. Teflon Don is not done yet. He wants some insurance, and he could definitely use it the way these two are going back and forth.
Yeah, you can never, especially in the XBL, but any league in general, you can never let your foot off the gas pedal. We've seen time and time again where teams, they're up, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs, and they just, they just kind of fall off. And then what happens is in the other team, they just come roaring back, and then by the time you're trying to scramble to get back, the lead has just run right past you. That's going to be a double play.
Who gets the runner going for out number 2? I love the aggressive base running call there, but unfortunately, now he follows it up with a hit. You got to think what could be.
No name would be proud of this. These base running antics by the Blue Hearts.
These two putting on a good show now that they're warmed up here in game number 2. Loosening up in their first ever XBL games. The pitcher, Bumbleclap, he's going for it. He's going all in, trying to, keep the inning alive and keep some insurance on the table for his team. But he swings it one way out of the zone. We're going to go to the bottom half. 3 outs to go here. An XBL match of the week for Tynasty to try and come away with a sweep. Teflon Don wants his first ever XBL win.
We'll see here the 9th inning. Can he stay focused and lock in? Because, some teams, I've experienced this myself. Sometimes those final 2 innings, the wheels just slowly start to fall off here. We'll see if he can stay calm, cool, and collected, though, through this final frame.
He got 1 out. That one almost could have been fair, but it was a few feet foul. Nice strike, bites the zone. I think he gets a call there from the umpire, and then he gets a big strikeout. So there's 2 down, 1 more out.
I think a single pixel was inside the strike zone there.
Big moment for Teflon Don. The 0-1 pitch swung on. Now 0-2. The cutter. Here it comes. Rears back there. Fouled away. We're going to reset one more time. Here comes the screwball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Blue Hearts win game number 2 on XBL Match of the Week. Cap off this triple header with their own victory by a score of 3-2. What a night of baseball, Hummus. What a night.
Yeah, look at that. We got another one run difference game there, this time in favor of Teflon. Like you said, final score 3-2. Well-rounded performance from both teams here in both game 1 and game 2. They both had their strong pitching moments, good fielding moments, good hitting moments. If you're either of these teams, I think you're happy knowing that no matter how the season plays out, you at least won one game.
Absolutely. That's a huge shot in the arm to start your season with a victory, especially on prime time. You want to come off with at least 1 win in your first set. And they did it here on prime time. On opening night, they got the request and honor, as some may say, to get to play in front of everybody on Match of the Week here to start things off. They did not disappoint. It was a great pair of games. Tons of pressure on these two tonight, but they showed through it to play some good baseball. Same for AA, same for AAA tonight. All the games were super close, super good. XBL capped things off with this split. Well-deserved for Tynasty and TeflonDonLemon. Hummus, it's been great to call some games here. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was just saying, I think this is one of those games where, it didn't have the offensive output, but it was still entertaining from the first to last pitch. It felt like either team was just, one or two good swings away from just tearing away, but, that's just how it is. First few weeks, especially at such a high ego, it can be rough, but, as you get more acclimated, you play against more teams, you get used to it, and, I'm excited to see how both of these players will perform throughout the season as they get more acclimated to 92 ego.
Yeah, there's quite a few players here in this rookie class in the XBL itself that have to get acclimated to the higher ego, and a few people that have to acclimate downward from 93. So everybody being in the mix is going to be really awesome and interesting to watch how this whole thing shakes out. And yeah, Hummus, with that being said, I mean, we're putting a book on this triple header here tonight on opening day. That means the codes are about to be sent out for the AA, AAA, and XBL lobbies, and players can begin playing games. So we hope to see more baseball tonight and across tomorrow through the weekend, and all across next week. We're into week 1 now, folks. Welcome back. It is fantastic to be here. Fantastic to see the amount of participation we've got. The signups went super well. Thank you to everybody who reached out to friends, fellow league members, different league members from other leagues that you may play in, things like that. Got the word out there and brought this together to make such a successful opening day. Hummus, any other parting words before we let everybody loose here tonight?
Yeah, get pumped, get hyped, get jacked, get locked in, whichever S&B phrase you prefer. Just have fun and make sure to have a good time. It's primetime baseball. Let's get rolling.
Well said, sir. Thank you to Mystery Man and God's Unicorn for casting AAA earlier tonight. They did an amazing job. Eduardo and Elron Coin as well. Loved that from our participants. Ox, thank you for being with me for the AA cast. It was great to see Infinity and Barry do their thing on there. And then Hummus, again, great to be here with you tonight for this one. Tynasty and Teflon putting on a great show. And Urban coming in clutch with his fantastic voiceovers as usual. We'll be updating the trailer soon, hopefully, over the next week with all of your logos, so just hang tight for that. But in the meantime, enjoy everything in Discord. Let's get some series requests out there, and we will see you next week for Match of the Week and some Roundup. Everybody, good luck in week 1. See you next time.
Peace out.